Mr. Filetsky, would
Yes,
you
sir.
do me a favor and introduce the three of your officers at the Union Gavel
It'd
Club?
be my pleasure. All three of these guys have been with us for many, many years. I've known them since they were about this tall, in Vasso's case, about this tall. And first, Jessica is Union Gavel Club president. Then Shreya, who is sort of a right-hand person for me in Gavel Club, handles a lot of logistics behind the scenes, is vice president of education. And then Vasu, who I've known for very, very long, is our vice president of membership. Great students.
Great. Well, let's talk to these young folks. So I'm going to get in between you two ladies here. One of the things that I was impressed with, Jessica, is how well run your meeting was. And you followed Toastmasters protocol. I was also impressed by your Toastmaster of the Day, an example where he referenced something the previous speaker said before he went to the next speaker.
That is true. All true what Jessica said.
So you did such a great job in running your meeting. Do you have any tips or anything that you can tell us that your club has done to have followed and have such high quality meetings?
Well, it was definitely a process for our first meetings. Obviously, we relied a lot on the advice from Mrs. Bullock, and she really helped us figure out how to improve our meeting and how to run our meeting more efficiently. So she was definitely a very big part, and she still is a huge part in helping us make our meetings look good and feel good to everyone there. Other ways we have tried to improve our meeting, we definitely read the handbooks. Shreya and I have gone to different training sessions, and we have gotten little tips and tricks from other Toastmasters and more experienced adult Toastmasters.
That's great, thank you. Shreya, when I saw Jessica Lee's speech, not Jessica Lee, anyway, Jessica, the other Jessica, there's some Jessicas there. Her speech really touched me. I learned, it actually caused me to reevaluate some things in my own life. But one of the things she talked about is that she struggled with confidence.
Many people are dealing with their lack of confidence, like me. And this is getting in the way of their life. Never underestimate how much you can do.
My question for you is, can you see how Toastmasters has helped you with confidence or others in the club? Can you give me some examples?
Absolutely. So one of my favorite parts about the club is the ability to help everybody develop those leadership and those public speaking skills as well as their confidence. So just every meeting, everyone getting up there and speaking, I think that those little steps all combined together really help us all blossom into better speakers and better leaders. So I've definitely seen the change in myself, and I can speak for the whole club when I say that I believe all of us have grown so much in terms of that.
Thank you. Let me talk to Vasu for a second. Maybe a few more than a second. Vasu, I was really impressed with your head coach, Rena. And Rena made the point about evaluation, that if, as a speaker, if you don't know what your strengths and weaknesses are, you can't improve. And that's definitely a very big part of Toastmasters.
If you want to improve, you have to know your strengths and weaknesses of your speech so that for the next speech, you know what you can improve on.
But one other element of Toastmasters is learning how to communicate weaknesses in a constructive way. It's not an easy thing to do, and it's got to be learned. So my question for you is, have you learned how to become a better evaluator when you're attempting to guide the younger members?
Well, it's obviously about practice, and I've been through the YLP, and I've learned a lot about this stuff. And it's just a process versus going from ground or like the base state and then growing and realizing how much the differences between what you did before and now. And I know Shreya and Jessica both are very good at this, and they've taught me a lot themselves, and a lot of other people at Gavel Club have. And it's also looking on from other people to see what they do, to learn from your own mistakes and fix them.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our interview. I know that I had a wonderful time going to the Union Gavel Club meeting, and I had a wonderful time meeting these young people. And I'd like to say that if these young folks are any indicator of the young people in our world, we're in a very good situation.